It's your boy Jim's at the Stop Being Dirty. Stop eating dirty. Yo, stop forgetting that you need some things for yourself. A hobby, a vice, whatever it might be, man. You need to make sure you have something you enjoy doing that's just for you. Now, me personally is going to the movies, man. I remember when I used to think, oh my God, it'll be awkward to eat alone. So one day I ate alone and I'm like, this is all right. Go to the movies alone. That was like, I was really like, damn, go to the movies by yourself, Pee Wee, Jim's Herman. And I was just like, nervous. That's the only word I could think of. Then I went, I'm like, this was fire. Like, the movies, first of all, a date at a movie, a first date is the worst thing you could do anyway. There ain't no talking, you can't bag it, you can't lie to her to get her. There's none of that. So it's just like silence anyway. So it's like you're not speaking during the movie. So going by yourself really ain't that big of a deal. So that's been my thing. So today I'm going to see Transformers. I heard it was dope. I'm gonna check it out. I'm going to see Flash on Thursday. Me and the homie gonna go see that. And then I'm gonna take the babies to see Element over the weekend. But yeah, man, just remember to have things for yourself. You pay the bills, you go to work, you do what you do, but have something that's just for you. Just for you. No matter what it is, have something for you. And write in the comments, what is the K-Shine? Oh my God. So first and foremost, salute to Harlem Legends, salute to Qua. I was watching their show. They had K-Shine on there, you know what I'm saying? Frustrated K-Shine, man. He seems very frustrated. I mean, K-Shine's a legend in his own right, man. And, to have these issues of him, trying to get a bag or a battle, whatever the case may be, it sucks that he has to jump through hoops or struggle to basically get what he wants, considering he's put in so much work in this game. I still remember when Rex and Sean was on the block rapping, and Sean was like calling Awkwards out. I think this was even before Rex and Awkwards battle. Like, Sean had a verse from him and all that, like that throwback with the True Religion hats and the dirty wife beaters during the summer type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I always rocked with Sean, man. Like, when I was buying the DVDs, the Lions Den, the Sub-Zero DVDs, I was like, damn, Sean was lit. I still remember when he was like rapping towards Mook and Rex, not even looking at his opponent. Like, he was still getting it right. Like, I was watching Sean for that long, bro. Like, for real. So salute to him. As far as what he was, also before I get into what the point of the blog, I want to send my condolences on the losses that, he had to deal with, over the last year or two, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I want to say about that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I couldn't imagine, what that's like. So, it takes a real toll on a person. But to this blog, though, let's get to these unrealistic demands I feel like K-Shine is making. Now, before, I'm gonna break down what he's demanding before he comes back to URL. Now, I really don't know. Shine doesn't seem like a troll. I just feel like he mentioning certain things that I really feel like he's so adamant, and he's like this energetic person that really believes he deserves something or really wants something or thinks people could do something for him, that it's like it needs to happen. But when you come down to a business, or everything in a business it goes down to what you negotiate. And if you didn't negotiate certain things, these things are not gonna happen. So his first thing that I think was comical and pretty funny was he needs Jackboy Maine to get fired. He said that Jackboy Maine is bad for business. He doesn't bring anything to the company, and he wants him out of here. He's not talking about he wants to battle Jackboy. He ain't talking about an interest in that battle. He's talking about, I want him gone. Now, does he really want Jackboy fired? I'm not sure. Do I think he has a distaste for Jackboy? I think he really does. Again, but let's talk about this. Unrealistic. Another man's contract or what he does on the league ain't got shit to do with K-Shine. K-Shine can't dictate someone keeping their job or not, unless it's a situation like, it's dangerous if we run into each other, so we can't be around each other. You need to pick a side. If it's something like that, like the whole twerk, drugs, Ace I Mean thing that seems to be going on, then all right, maybe. But as far as like you just not liking someone and thinking he's bad, you know what I think it is though, for real? I think Kayshawn's so used to like people not talking to him in a certain way outside of the ring. You know, we all know people can say what they want in the ring, but I feel like Jack Boy's promo was different than anybody else's when it comes to Kayshawn. You know what I'm saying? Jack Boy was talking his shit like, yo, bro, like, I'm gonna talk my shit, you know what I mean? They talking that gang shit and et cetera, et cetera. And I don't think Sean's used to that or like that. So I think that caused a big dislike towards Jack Boy. Also, I felt like Sean was felt disrespected from the jump and offended that they even was pushing a Jack Boy on him. I remember him saying like, what? Like, me battle Jack Boy? What has he done? So I feel like that like plays a big role, because Sean kept saying like, because his next demand was basically like he's asking for a price they don't want to give him. So him being so strongly opinionated on feeling he deserves a certain number, and him saying that they're basically, they was very close to, if it wasn't for the fans, this is Sean's words, that if it wasn't for his fans that reminded him how fire he is, he was about to be convinced by URL that you ain't as fire anymore, and you need basically to take shorts on these battles. You ask for too much. You're not him anymore. And he said, I was about to believe them if it wasn't for my fans to remind me how dope I am. You know, people only love you for what you've done last. And that's just the facts. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about Kayshawn going 2 years undefeated. We could do that all day. But then we could talk about how he was getting oversaturated. He wasn't the same Sean we were seeing in that undefeated run. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it all went down after the Chilla battle. It started looking shaky, you know what I mean? Certain battles and things of that nature. So, you know, they're only going to pay you for the hype that you have around you at the time. So for him, you know, he wants this number. I'm not going to negotiate what Kayshawn deserves or don't deserve. What he's asking for is what he's asking for, and they don't want to give it to him. So that falls in his next demand. He's demanding a certain bag. He's demanding Jack Boy Maine get fired. Now, this last demand, I'm really on Kayshawn's side with this one. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, if he didn't negotiate this, it's not happening. Kayshawn demands his E Hart battle, his Reed Dollars battle, and his chess battle. He even mentioned his Real Sick battle all be dropped on YouTube. He's saying that the people need to be reminded of how fire Kayshawn is. And yes, I might have put up a battle or two of mine. You know, you're putting up these battles. All right. Let's break it down what it is. They put the Hollow battle out on YouTube. Kayshawn lost that battle. And he feels like that battle put a stain on him. Like, yo, y'all put a battle out that I lost. So why don't you start dropping all those battles that I won? Like, oh, you're going to put this battle out that I lost? Why don't you put out my 30 against Chess? My 30 against E Hart? Or my 30 against Real Sick, as he says. I don't remember that battle. Kayshawn also said that battle never dropped. Is that true? Did that battle not drop on the app or nothing? I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what he said. I'm not sure, though. As far as that goes, I completely understand Kayshawn. It's like, yo, you got these 30s. I'm 30 in Reed. I'm 30 in Chess. I'm 30 in E Hart. You could remind the fans how fire I am by dropping these battles for me. You need to do that, but you're going to drop the Hollow battle. Bro, Hollow negotiated that. That was in Hollow's contract to have a YouTube drop. That's why that dropped. That's why that dropped. It's not like they just like, oh, nah, we not dropping that because, well, we like Hollow more than you know. Like, clearly, Hollow's having discrepancies with URL too. He been had discrepancies. I bet something that stemmed with his discrepancies is him making demands of YouTube drops. And they don't like doing that. But in order to get Hollow on cards, they agreed to it. But that's not what you negotiated. So I don't think that's going to happen. And it sucks because Kayshawn's like, this could really help me. You could remind the people. But instead, you don't have no one going to the bat for me saying Kayshawn does deserve this money. Kayshawn does deserve what he wants because you only have these battles, these last few that I probably didn't do as good as I you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have to title this Kayshawn's Unrealistic demands though, because you're not getting someone fired. And clearly, if you haven't been in the ring all this year, like for a year, when's the last time we seen K-Shine? Prior to January, since last year, it's unrealistic the price you're asking for because they don't want to pay you it. And now your last unrealistic demand, which is the real one, because I did the Jack Boy thing could be comical. I think the money could always be negotiated, but you're not getting those YouTube drops. That's not happening, especially because they're pushing chess more than you. Why would they do that? I don't think that's happening. And I don't, damn, and it sucks because I understand K-Shine. I understand his frustration completely. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to see K-Shine back in the ring and him getting what he deserves or feel he deserves, because at the end of the day, I don't get too deep into those conversations because I don't give a shit. I'm watching from the outside in. I just want to see dope battles. I want dope events, and a K-Shine battle would be fire. You know what I'm saying? Though I did put out my Summer Madness card and K-Shine and Jack Boy's on it. I feel like that's a dope battle. That's my thoughts on it. But what do y'all think? Do you think K-Shine deserves what he asked for? Do you think they should fire Jack Boy to bring K-Shine back? And do you think K-Shine can and will get those YouTube drops that he is asking for? Let me know. I'm about to go see Transformers. I'll be doing my little 1-2 before that. I gotta go to Kohl's and drop off some shit, the Amazon drop off. Then I get some Boston Market so I don't eat that garbage in the theater. That's the trick, man. Diet hack, man. Also, speaking of that, man, a lot of people was asking me to drop some diet video. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been dropping blogs every day, though. If you notice, every single day y'all get in the blog from me. I'm like 30 blogs in a row, 30 for 30. But I got y'all. It's just a little tough with the camera and the gym and et cetera, but I got y'all. But subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, link in the description for the Stop Being Dirty merchandise, for my Twitter, for my Instagram. Without making change, nothing changes. My obsession is progression, and stop being dirty.